Hey everyone, and welcome back to Love English Lab. I'm Michael, and today I'm here with Luna.
Hi, everyone. I'm so happy to be here again. Today's episode is going to be super practical because we're talking about something travelers often need to do, renting a car.
Exactly. If you travel to another city or country, you might need a car to get around. But sometimes, renting one can feel a little stressful, especially if English isn't your first language.
That's so true. You walk into the rental office, there's a line of people waiting, and then the agent starts asking questions really fast. It can be hard to understand what they're saying.
Yeah, things like, would you like full coverage? Or, do you want to add another driver? Those phrases can sound confusing if you've never rented a car before.
And there's also all the paperwork, the contract, the insurance options, and sometimes hidden fees that you need to watch out for.
That's right. So, in this episode, we're going to guide you through the entire process step by step, using simple, natural English that you can really use when you travel.
We'll start from the moment you arrive at the car rental desk, how to greet the agent, what to say, and how to ask for the car you want.
Then we'll go over how to compare prices, understand insurance terms, and handle small problems, like when the car isn't ready yet or when you want to change the booking.
And we'll finish with what to say when you return the car, because even that part has a few important expressions you should know.
Totally. You'll also learn some useful travel vocabulary, like drop-off, pickup, mileage, and damage waiver.
Those are all real words that you'll see on car rental forms or hear from agents in the US.
Exactly. We'll explain what they mean in a way that's easy to understand, so you can feel confident and ready when you rent a car.
And don't worry, we'll also include a few polite phrases you can use to sound friendly and professional, like, "Could I please see the options?" Or, "I'd like to add insurance, please."
Yeah, being polite always helps, especially in service situations.
So by the end of this episode, you'll know exactly what to say and what to expect at every step.
Whether you're renting a car for a road trip, a vacation, or a business trip, you'll feel prepared to handle it all in English.
That's the goal. And of course, we'll make it fun and easy, just like every episode here on Love English Lab.
So grab your keys, fasten your seatbelt, and get ready to drive through some real-life English.
Let's hit the road and start learning!
Welcome to Renting a Car, English for Real-Life Travel. Okay, Luna, let's imagine you just arrived at the airport. You've picked up your luggage, and now you're walking toward the car rental area.
All right, I see it. A big sign that says car rentals. There are several companies like Hertz, Avis, and Enterprise.
Perfect. You walk up to the counter and greet the agent. You can start by saying something simple like, "Hi, I have a reservation," or "Good afternoon, I'd like to rent a car, please."
That's polite and clear. The agent might ask, "Do you have a reservation?" Or, "Can I see your driver's license and credit card?"
Exactly. And remember, in the US, most rental companies require both a valid driver's license and a credit card in your name.
That's good to know. So after I give them my license and card, they'll probably ask what kind of car I want, right?
Yes. They might say, "What type of car would you like?" Or, "Would you prefer an economy, midsize, or full-size vehicle?"
Economy means a small basic car. Midsize is a little bigger, and full size usually has more space for luggage.
That's right. And if you want something bigger, like an SUV or a van, you can ask, "Do you have any SUVs available?" Or, "I'd like something larger, please."
Got it. And if I want an automatic, not a manual car, I can say, "I'd like an automatic transmission, please."
Perfect. In the US, almost all rental cars are automatic, so that's usually not a problem.
Great. After I choose the car, what happens next?
Now comes the part where the agent talks about insurance and extra options. They might ask, "Would you like to add full coverage? Or do you want to include a damage waiver?"
What does damage waiver mean?
It's basically extra insurance that protects you if something happens to the car, like an accident or a scratch. It's optional, but many travelers choose it for peace of mind.
Makes sense. And if I already have insurance from my credit card or travel plan, I can say, no, thank you. I have my own coverage.
Exactly. Just be sure you really do have coverage before saying no.
Good advice. What about additional drivers?
The agent might ask, will there be another driver? Or, do you want to add an additional driver? If someone else will drive the car, their name has to be on the contract, and there's usually a small fee.
Oh, okay. And sometimes they offer extras like GPS or a child seat, right?
Yes, you might hear, would you like to add GPS navigation? Or, do you need a child seat? You can respond with, no, thank you, I'll use my phone, or, yes, please, I'll take the GPS.
That's easy enough. Then they'll probably talk about fuel. I remember something about full tank or prepaid fuel.
Yes, they might offer a prepaid fuel option, which means you pay for a full tank in advance and return the car empty. If you don't take that option, you'll need to fill up before returning the car.
So if I want to fill it myself, I can say, no, thank you. I'll refuel before I return the car.
Exactly.
After that, they probably give me a paper to sign, the rental agreement.
Yes. Always read it before you sign. Check the pickup and drop off times, the total price, and the mileage limit.
Mileage limit means how many miles you can drive without paying extra, right?
Right? Some rentals are unlimited, others have a daily limit, like 200 miles per day.
Okay. Then they'll give me the keys and tell me where to find the car.
Usually, they'll say something like, your car is in lot B, space 42, or follow the signs to pick up your vehicle.
So I can ask, could you please tell me where to pick up the car?
Perfect. That's polite and natural.
Once I find the car, should I check it before I drive away?
Absolutely. Walk around the car and look for any scratches or damage. If you see something, tell the staff before you leave. You can say, I noticed a small scratch on the door. Can you mark it on the contract?
That's a great tip. That way, I won't be blamed for something I didn't do later.
Exactly. And once everything looks good, you're ready to go.
Awesome. So to sum up, the key phrases are, I have a reservation. I'd like to rent a midsize car. Could I add insurance, please? And where do I pick up the car?
Perfect summary. If you can say those sentences confidently, you'll have no problem at the rental counter.
Great, I feel ready to rent a car already.
Awesome. In the next chapter, we'll talk about understanding rental terms and insurance, those tricky words you see in the contract and hear from the agent.
Perfect. Let's keep driving through English in Chapter 2. So, Michael, in the last chapter, we got the car and signed the papers. But honestly, I always get a little nervous when I see all the things written in the rental agreement.
I know what you mean. Those contracts can look complicated, but once you understand a few key words, it's actually not that bad.
Great. Let's go through the most important ones.
Sure. First, you'll often see rental period. That means the total number of days you'll have the car.
So, if it says rental period, 3 days, I have to return it after 3 days or pay extra.
Exactly. If you return it late, they charge you for an extra day, sometimes even more.
Okay, that's easy enough. What's next?
The next term is drop-off location. That's the place where you return the car. Sometimes it's the same location, sometimes it's different.
Oh, I've seen that before. If you drop the car off in another city, there's usually an extra fee, right?
Correct? That's called a one-way fee. So if you rent a car in Los Angeles and return it in San Francisco, you'll probably pay that extra cost.
Got it. And what about mileage?
Mileage refers to how many miles you drive. Some contracts say unlimited mileage, which means you can drive as far as you want. Others have a limit, like 200 miles a day.
And if I go over that limit, they charge me per mile?
Exactly. Usually something like 25 or 30 cents per extra mile.
Okay, that makes sense. Now let's talk about insurance. That's always the confusing part.
Yeah, that's where most people have questions. There are several kinds of coverage. The most common are CDW, LDW, SLI, and PAI.
That already sounds complicated. What do all those letters mean?
Let's start with CDW, Collision Damage Waiver. It covers the cost if the car gets damaged in an accident.
So if I crash the car or scratch it, CDW pays for the repair?
Exactly, but only if you buy it. If you don't, you might have to pay for the damage yourself.
Okay, and what about LDW?
That one is loss damage waiver. It includes CDW, but also covers theft if the car is stolen while you have it.
Oh, that's really good to know.
Then there's SLI, or Supplemental Liability Insurance. That covers other people or property if you cause an accident.
So if I hit another car by mistake, SLI helps pay for the damage?
Exactly. It protects you from big expenses if something like that happens.
And the last one, PAI?
That's Personal Accident Insurance. It covers medical costs for you and your passengers if you get injured in an accident.
Wow, there's a lot to think about.
I know. But here's the thing. If you already have car insurance at home, or if your credit card includes travel coverage, you might not need to buy all these options.
So it's smart to check before your trip.
Exactly. Always call your insurance company or credit card provider first.
And if I do want to buy insurance at the counter, what can I say?
You can say something like, "I'd like to add full coverage, please," or "I'll take the loss damage waiver."
And if I don't want it, I can say, no thank you, I already have coverage.
Perfect. Always be polite, that's enough.
I've also seen the term deposit on the contract. What's that for?
The deposit is the amount they temporarily charge on your credit card as a guarantee. It's refunded when you return the car in good condition.
Okay, so it's not an extra fee, just a temporary hold.
Exactly. And don't forget fuel policy. It usually says full to full or prepaid.
Full to full means I have to return it with a full tank, right?
Yes, if you return it with less fuel, they'll charge you at a higher price per gallon.
Oh, I've learned that the hard way. It's always cheaper to fill it myself before returning it.
Definitely. That's a classic tip.
Anything else important in the contract?
Yes, check the section that says additional charges. That includes tolls, young driver fees, and late return penalties.
I see. And what if something happens to the car while I'm renting it, like a flat tire?
If it's minor, you can call the roadside assistance number on the contract. Just say, "I need help with a flat tire," and they'll send someone to fix it.
That's really helpful. It's good to know there's support if something goes wrong.
Exactly. Most companies have 24-hour assistance.
So basically, the most important things to check are rental period, mileage, insurance, fuel, and extra charges.
That's a perfect summary. If you understand those parts, you'll have no surprises later.
Thanks, Michael. That was super clear.
Anytime. In our next chapter, we'll talk about driving in the U.S., road signs, tolls, and some useful expressions for asking directions.
Nice. That sounds fun and important. Let's go. Okay, Michael, so now I've picked up my rental car, signed all the papers, and I'm finally ready to drive. What should I know before hitting the road in the U.S.?
Great question. First of all, driving in the U.S. is pretty comfortable, but there are a few things that might be different from other countries.
Like what?
Well, for one thing, we drive on the right side of the road. That surprises people from countries where they drive on the left.
Right side, got it. And I've seen that most cars here are automatic, right?
Exactly. Almost every rental car in the U.S. has an automatic transmission, so you don't have to worry about changing gears manually.
That's good news. I only know how to drive automatic.
Perfect. Another thing to remember, in most states, you can turn right on red unless there's a sign that says no turn on red.
That's interesting. So even if the light is red, I can turn right if it's safe and there's no sign?
That's right. Just make sure to stop completely before turning.
Okay, that's helpful. What about speed limits?
Speed limits are usually posted on white rectangular signs that say speed limit 65 or speed limit 45. Always follow them because traffic cameras are common.
Good to know. And if I'm driving on the highway, how fast can I go?
It depends on the state. On highways, it's usually between 65 and 75 miles per hour. On city streets, around 25 to 35.
Got it. And what about gas stations? I mean, how do they work?
Most gas stations are self-service. You park, open the gas tank, insert your credit card, choose the type of gas, and pump it yourself.
That's easy. In some countries, they do it for you, but here you do it yourself.
Exactly. And when you finish, make sure to close the gas cap tightly. Some cars won't start if it's loose.
Oh, that's a good tip.
Another thing, many highways have toll roads where you have to pay to use a section of the road.
Oh, like a small fee?
Yes, some tolls still take cash, but most are electronic now. Many rental cars come with a toll pass, a little device that automatically pays the toll.
So if my car has one, can I just drive through?
Yes, exactly. The cost is charged to your rental agreement.
That's convenient. Now, what about parking? I always get nervous about parking rules in new places.
You're not alone. In cities, look for signs that say where and when you can park. A red curb usually means no parking. Yellow means loading zone, and white often means passenger loading only.
Okay, that's super useful. And if I can't find street parking, I can go to a parking garage, right?
Yes, or a parking lot. You'll usually get a ticket when you enter and pay when you leave.
Good to know. Now, let's talk about asking for directions, because even with GPS, sometimes you just need to ask someone.
That's true. Here are some simple and polite phrases you can use. Excuse me, could you tell me how to get to? Or, hi, I'm looking for the nearest gas station.
Those are great. I can also ask, is this the right way to downtown? Or how far is it to the airport?
Exactly. And people might answer using landmarks instead of street names. For example, it's right past the mall, or turn left after the traffic light.
Oh, I've noticed that. Americans love using landmarks, like stores or restaurants, instead of numbers or directions.
You're right. It's part of how we talk. Another tip, if someone says, it's a couple of blocks away, that means it's 2 or 3 short city blocks, not far at all.
And up the road means it's in the same direction, but maybe a little farther, right?
Exactly. You've got it.
I've also heard take the freeway. Is that the same as highway?
Yes. In most places, freeway and highway mean the same thing. On the East Coast, people often say highway. On the West Coast, like in California, we say freeway.
So if someone says, take the 405 freeway, that's just a road number?
Right. And the before the number is very Californian. Most other places just say I-95 or Highway 10.
That's so funny. Every region has its own way of speaking.
Totally. But the good thing is, everyone will understand you if you speak clearly and politely.
Perfect. So, to sum up, I should remember, drive on the right, obey the speed limit, pay attention to parking signs, and use polite phrases to ask for help.
Exactly. And one more phrase that's good to know when asking for directions is, could you point me in the right direction? It's polite and sounds very natural.
That's a good one.
Awesome. In our next chapter, we'll talk about common problems you might face while renting a car, like what to say if the car won't start, if you get a flat tire, or if you have a small accident.
Oh no, I hope that never happens, but it's good to be prepared.
Exactly. So, buckle up. Chapter 4 is coming next.
Okay, Michael, I hope this never happens, but let's say something goes wrong while I'm renting a car. What should I do?
That's a great question because even if you're careful, little problems can always happen. Let's go over some of the most common ones and what to say in English if they do.
Perfect. Let's start with a classic, the car won't start.
Yeah, that's one of the most stressful moments. First, stay calm. If you're at a hotel or parking lot, make sure the car is in park. Sometimes that's the problem.
Oh, right. In automatic cars, you can't start the engine unless it's in park.
Exactly. But if it still doesn't start, the best thing is to call the roadside assistance number that's written on your rental contract. You can say, "Hi, my rental car won't start. Can you send someone to help me, please?"
Simple and polite. And if they ask where I am, I should describe my location, right?
Right. You can say, "I'm at the parking lot of the Hilton Hotel in Miami," or "I'm on Highway 5 near exit 22. The more details, the better.
Okay, what about a flat tire? That happened to my friend once during a road trip.
Yeah, that can happen. Again, call roadside assistance. You can say, "Hi, I have a flat tire and I need help." They'll usually send someone to change it for you.
Good to know. And what if I lock the keys inside the car?
That one's more common than you think. Just call the rental company. Say, "Hi, I accidentally locked the keys inside the car. What should I do?" They'll either send someone to unlock it or tell you to go to the nearest office.
Okay, so it's not the end of the world.
Not at all. The main thing is to stay calm and communicate clearly.
And what if there's a small accident, like I bump into another car in a parking lot?
That's a serious one, but it's manageable. First, make sure everyone is okay. Then call the police if necessary and always call the rental company right away. You can say, "I was in a small accident. No one is hurt, but I need to report it."
And if there's another driver involved?
Then you should exchange insurance information and driver's license numbers with them, just like in any accident. But don't admit fault. Just describe what happened.
Got it. And the rental company will help with the insurance after that.
Exactly. That's one of the reasons why getting insurance coverage is so important. It saves you a lot of stress in situations like this.
Makes total sense. What about something smaller, like getting lost?
That's easy these days. If your GPS or phone isn't working, you can stop at a gas station or convenience store and ask, "Excuse me, could you tell me how to get to eat?" Or, "Can you help me find the nearest highway?"
Americans are usually friendly about that, right?
Definitely. Most people will be happy to help. They might even say, "Follow me, I'm going that way."
That's so nice. Now, what if the car makes a weird noise, like something sounds wrong?
That can happen too. Pull over safely and check if a warning light is on, like the engine or tire pressure light. Then call the rental company. You can say, "There's a warning light on the dashboard. What should I do?"
That's clear. It's always better to ask than risk damaging the car.
Exactly. And one more common situation. What if you get a traffic ticket?
Oh no, I don't want that. But okay, let's say it happens.
If you get stopped by the police, stay calm, keep your hands visible, and be polite. You can say, "Good afternoon, officer," and follow their instructions. Afterward, tell the rental company what happened, especially if the ticket was for the car.
And if it was for parking?
Then you can usually pay it online. Just check the ticket for details.
All right, so the main advice is stay calm, be polite, and call the rental company whenever something serious happens.
Exactly. They're used to these situations. You're not the first person to deal with them.
That's comforting. And I like how all the phrases are short and easy to remember.
Yep, short and polite always works. For example, "I have a flat tire." "The car won't start." "I was in a small accident." "I locked the keys inside."
Those are great. I think I'll make a list of them before my next trip.
Smart idea. The more prepared you are, the less stressful these moments will be.
I agree. So, what's next?
Next, we'll talk about returning the car, how to check for damage, refuel correctly, and use the right phrases when you drop it off.
Awesome. Let's finish the trip strong in Chapter 5. All right, Michael, it's the end of my trip. I had a great time driving around, but now it's time to return the car. What should I know before I do that?
Great question. Returning the car is usually pretty easy, but there are a few things you should always check before you hand it back.
Okay, let's go step by step.
First, make sure you fill up the gas tank if your contract says full to full.
Right, I remember that from earlier. So I should stop at a gas station close to the rental place, right?
Exactly. Try to fill it up within a few miles of the drop-off location so the gauge still reads full when you return it.
And I should probably keep the receipt from the gas station, just in case they ask for proof.
Perfect idea. That's a pro tip. Some companies might ask for it if they're unsure.
Okay, car is full of gas. What's next?
Next, check the inside of the car. Look for any personal items, sunglasses, phone charger, water bottle, jacket, all that.
Oh, yes. I once left my favorite hoodie in a rental car and didn't realize until I was at the airport.
That happens to a lot of people. So just take a minute to check the seats, glove box, and trunk.
Got it. What about cleaning the car?
Normally you don't have to wash it, but try to return it reasonably clean. No trash or sand everywhere.
So basically, don't return it looking like a disaster.
Exactly. The cleaner it is, the faster they'll process your return.
All right. Then I drive to the return area. What happens when I get there?
Most airports and big cities have a separate area marked car return or rental car drop-off. You'll follow the signs, park in the lane for your company, and an employee will meet you there.
What should I say to the employee?
Something simple like, "Hi, I'm returning my car," or "Good morning, I'm dropping off this vehicle."
And then they'll check the car, right?
Yep. They'll walk around it to check for damage, verify the mileage, and make sure the gas tank is full.
What if there's a new scratch or dent?
If it's small, they might take photos and file a report. If you bought insurance, it's usually covered. If not, they'll charge your card for the repair.
That's fair. Honesty is important. Better to tell them if something happened.
Exactly. Always be honest and polite. You can say, "I noticed a small scratch while parking," or "Someone bumped my car in the lot and I wanted to report it."
That sounds polite and responsible.
After they finish the inspection, they'll print or email you a return receipt. Always keep a copy until the final charge appears on your credit card.
Okay, so I should keep that for a few days, just in case.
Yes, exactly. That way, if there's a mistake or extra charge, you can show proof of when and how you returned it.
What about returning the car after hours?
Great question. Many rental locations have a key drop box. You just park the car, lock it, and put the keys in the box.
Should I take a photo of the car and the mileage, just to be safe?
That's a great idea. Take a photo of the dashboard showing the fuel level and mileage, and one of the car parked at the return area. It's smart protection.
Perfect. So basically, fill the tank, check for belongings, clean it a little, be polite, and get proof of return.
Exactly. You've got it.
It's funny, renting a car seemed complicated at first, but now that we've talked through it, it feels easy.
That's the goal. Once you know the steps and the key phrases, it's a smooth process.
So if I were to summarize what we've learned from this whole episode, I'd say, know how to book and talk at the counter. Understand your contract and insurance. Follow traffic rules and stay polite on the road. Stay calm if problems happen. Return the car properly with all the details checked.
That's a perfect summary. And you know what? These same skills, being polite, clear, and organized, help in every kind of travel situation.
That's so true. English isn't just about vocabulary, it's about being calm, confident, and clear when you speak.
Exactly. And the more you use these expressions in real life, the more natural they'll sound.
I love that. You know, Michael, I never realized how much everyday English you can learn just from renting a car.
Yeah, it's amazing, right? Something that seems so simple actually teaches you a lot of useful language, travel phrases, polite expressions, and even confidence when speaking.
Totally. When we started this episode, I thought renting a car was going to be all forms and rules. But now I see it's really about communication, asking the right questions, and understanding what people say to you.
Exactly. It's about being clear, calm, and polite. Those three things can help you anywhere in the world, not just at a car rental desk.
I like that. I think a lot of learners feel nervous about speaking English in real life situations, especially when they have to talk to people they don't know.
That's true. But when you learn small, specific situations like this one, it becomes easier. You start to think, hey, I can do this.
And that confidence grows little by little. I've noticed that using simple, polite phrases really helps, like, could you please? Or, I'd like to. They sound respectful and make conversation smoother.
Yes, those are perfect. And remember, in American English, being friendly is part of communication. A smile, a thank you, or even a short, how's your day going, can make interactions more positive.
I love that about American culture. It's warm and open. People appreciate it when you make the effort to be kind and speak clearly.
Definitely. And you don't need perfect grammar to communicate well. What matters most is understanding and being understood.
Right? Even if you make small mistakes, it's okay. People will still help you. What matters is that you try.
Exactly. And that's what we always say here at Love English Lab. English isn't something to fear, it's something to use, explore, and enjoy.
That's such a good message. Learning English is like a journey, and every conversation is another mile on the road.
Beautifully said, Luna. Every trip, every experience, even a simple rental counter, can teach you something new about language and about yourself.
So true. And for anyone listening, remember next time you travel, don't worry about speaking perfect English. Just be polite, clear, and confident.
Exactly. Keep those phrases in your pocket, smile, and you'll do great.
Thanks, Michael. I really learned a lot from this episode.
Same here, Luna. And to our listeners, thanks for joining us on this trip.
Keep learning, keep exploring, and keep speaking English with confidence.
This was Renting a Car, English for Real Life Travel.
And this is Love English Lab, helping you grow, one conversation at a time.